having some of your pan-seared pork chop, okay, some sauteed of your Baguio beans, and roasted potato. Okay, so for your Baguio beans, you will be blanching this one before you saute it later on. Okay, so here are your ingredients: 1 piece of pork chop, some potato, at least 4 pieces, some of the Baguio beans, shallot, some of your butter, salt, pepper, thyme, olive oil, and a piece of garlic. Okay, so for startup, we will be using some of your potatoes. Okay, so this one will be for your roasted potato. So all you have to do here is cut your potato into quarter. Okay. So make sure you already wash your potatoes. Okay. Just slice it quarter. Okay. Make sure you wash your potatoes thoroughly because you can just keep the what do you call this, the skin of your potato. Okay. Okay. And then what you need to do, okay, is just place your potato into your bowl. Okay, and then you can drizzle a little bit of your olive oil. So drizzle a little bit. Give it a very nice shape. Then season it with your salt and pepper. Okay. Make sure you toss once in a while so that it will be having a equal salt. Get some of your rosemary, okay, and then try to stir this one. This one will give you a very nice flavor, okay, and sometimes there's an illusionary minty flavor coming from your rosemary. And a little bit of pepper. Just toss it up. Get a sheet pan, okay. Sheet pan, then just add your potatoes like that. Okay. Then a whole garlic. What you can do is slice it into two. Careful not to cut your hands. Okay. Like that. Then you can just add a little bit of oil into your bowl. Okay, so that you can coat that garlic and a little bit of salt. And that's pepper. And place it along with your roasted potato. Okay? So you need to take this under 190 degrees for at least around 30 to 45 minutes, and that will be done. Okay, now for your Baguio beans. Okay, so when you are going to saute this one, okay, so don't forget to remove the string. Okay, so that can be found here, okay, and on the bottom. Okay, so make sure you remove this. Okay, okay, you get a piece of your shallot. Okay. You slice this into brunwa. Top to side. Okay. Okay, remove the root. Okay. Adding a little bit more. Okay, so you will be using this onion for your sauteed Baguio beans later. Okay, but on this part, you need to blanch it. Okay, so that when you saute, it will be cooked thoroughly. Okay, or all the way through to the inside of your beans. Okay, so we'll be using these ingredients later. Okay, okay. So here we have a boiling water. Okay, add at least a little bit of that salt so that your vegetable will be having a flavor. Okay. Then you can just blanch that for at least 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. Or until you see that it's almost half cooked. Okay. And then you prepare your water. Okay. You place it onto your water bath so that it will stop the cooking process. Okay. So you prepare your water. If you have an ice, that will be much better. Okay. Just want this to be half cooked because you will be sauteing this later on. Okay, check if your vegetable is already having that nice green color. Okay, and it's not looking like a raw beans. Okay. Once done, you can remove it. One is done. I'll be removing it and transferring the water bath. This one will prevent it from overcooking. So automatically, same with the pasta, it will stop the heat from cooking your item. Okay. That's done. That's ready for sauteing. Okay, so for your pork, you will be using some of your salt and pepper. Okay. So, okay, season it both sides, okay, and make sure you have a very nice height when you are adding your salt or dusting your salt so that it will be falling equally on each of that meat. Okay. Adding some of your thyme, okay. And that will be ready. Okay, now for your frying pan, make sure your pan is already hot. Okay, you can start with high heat. Okay, add a little bit of oil. Okay, just a little bit, at least half to a tablespoon. Okay. Then you can fry now your pork. Okay, so you can wait for a little bit of that smoke point. Okay, so that you will know that your oil is ready, and you should hear that sizzling sound. So you sear one of each side first, okay? Give it at least around 10 to 15 seconds, and then you check if it is having a very nice browning, then flip it over. Okay. Then you can adjust your heat so that your meat won't be burning. You give it a very nice sear. Okay. So you see here you are already having a very nice sear. Okay, now, you will know when your pork is already cooking by hearing the sound, okay? So, as you hear the sound, that means it is almost done, okay? And you also check the appearance of your pork, okay? Because there are sometimes you might see it that it's already done on the outside because of the browning of your pork, but in the inside it's still raw, okay? So, make sure you know when it's done. Okay, now what you can do with this one, since you already have those flavor onto your pan, okay, what you can do is add a little bit of butter, okay? You can make a gravy coming from your drippings or fond, okay? So you just get a small amount of your butter and a little bit of flour, okay? Ratio is typically 1:1. Okay, so you will be having an extra gravy coming from your pan. Okay, the texture should be not too wet and not too dry. Okay. Just give it a little browning on the root. So you will be having brown root before adding any liquid. You can add some of the stock or water. Okay, water will do. So you won't be wasting those very nice juice or fun. Okay. Then add the water. Now, you already have a sauce for your seared pork chop. And season it to taste. Okay, give it a quick swirl. You have now very nice gravy. Okay? Okay, now for this one, you need to have a little bit of butter for your sauteed Baguio beans. Okay? Now, when you are sauteing, especially when using some of your butter, make sure you add a little bit of oil so that your butter won't be burning. Okay? And then you can toss in, okay, some of your shallots. Okay? Saute it for at least quite some time until it's translucent. You want to have or add a little bit of sweetness to your Baguio beans. Then you will smell the difference between the first time you added your onion. Okay. Add your blanched Baguio beans. Okay. And then seasoning it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. And that will be done. It's easy to cook your Baguio beans when it's already been blanched because it's already been half cooked. Okay. So this is your sauteed Baguio beans. Okay, now our sauteed Baguio beans has already been done. Okay, so what you can do, you just place it into your plate. Okay, just a very simple plating will do. Okay, just a little bit of those side dish. Okay, your Baguio beans, and then add now your potatoes. Okay. So this roasted potato is been roasting quite some time. It's like around 45 minutes. Okay, inside the oven. Okay. Okay. And place it on top of each of your Baguio beans. Okay. So I have also here my roasted garlic. You can see a little portion of this. Okay. So slice it. Okay. Near its bone. Okay. And place it to your beans and slice up your porkchop. And you can place that on top of your vegetables. Okay. So now you have a very simple plating for your seared pork chop with roasted potato and sauteed Baguio beans. Okay, and we have a bonus of this lovely gravy. Okay, which we will be placing on the side and adding up, finishing it with a very simple garnish. Okay, you can place it here or even here on its side. Okay. Okay, now here's your finished product coming from the pan-seared pork chop, sauteed Baguio beans, and your roasted garlic potato. Okay, so hopefully you have learned something from this. Okay, and I expect you to try this one sometime. Okay? Thank you and goodbye.